Can someone please tell me why I should be caring about this Edge comeback story? Can I? Can someone ask me why? Can I ask why? Because seriously, I've been getting a lot of people asking me on Twitter, why do I not care about this storyline? Why am I not interested in potentially the best storyline that WWE has had in years? People are only liking it because it's Edge, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, people are only enjoying it because it's Edge. They're not enjoying it because of Randy Orton. They're enjoying it because it's Edge. This is Edge's first storyline in 9 years since he's come back. I've come on here many times explaining why I do not care about this Edge storyline. And it's still not enough. It's still not enough to convince people why I don't care about it. I mean, seriously, like, if I can't get through to you to tell you why I don't care about this storyline, then clearly you're just not going to listen. I have said many times, I don't care. Edge is just a nostalgia act. And yes, I know some people don't like me using that term, but he is. So is Goldberg. He's pure nostalgia. I just don't care. This whole storyline is predictable. People think, oh, I'm just upset that Randy's gonna lose. I just don't care. I just don't care. Edge is not the same anymore. Edge, to me, is way better as a heel. Edge is way better as a prick, as a dick. That pricky, dicky Edge from 2005, that Edge was phenomenal. That Edge is better. I don't want to give sympathy to a guy that isn't a good babyface. Edge is not a good babyface. I don't know why people are telling me Edge is good in both roles. He's not. He's not a good babyface. He is way better as a heel. The dick, the prick, Adam Copeland. That is the better Adam Copeland. Giving him the sympathy storyline, it does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. Yeah, Randy Orton's better as a heel, but still, I can't buy into Edge as a babyface, considering all the shit that he has done in his past. Stealing Matt's girlfriend, all the dicky and pricky things that he has done in the past. He is a heel. Edge should be a lot like Orton. He should only be a heel. But no, apparently people think Edge is a good babyface as well. I don't see it. I've watched Edge before, and during his runs as a babyface, I didn't really think he was a good babyface. I thought he was way better as a heel. So we have Randy Orton to Beth Pheonix, which was so predictable. Randy Orton RKO's Beth Pheonix, which was the most predictable thing I could ever say. It was so predictable. As soon as I knew Beth Pheonix was going to be on the show, I knew exactly what was going to happen. If I know what's going to happen in your storyline, that just shows you how much I care. It shows you I don't care about this feud. It just shows you how obvious this feud is. This is why I don't care about it, because it's so clearly obvious that I don't care. If I can predict what's going to happen in your feud, then it just shows. Randy explains why he attacked Edge. And by the way, can I tell you guys that I can't stand this fan base? For the last 2 weeks, For the last 2 weeks, fans have been booing Randy Orton, not letting this guy talk, not letting him explain what and why he did what he did to Edge. Okay? Fans have been booing him, saying he sucks, saying he's an asshole, or whatever kind of words you want to throw. People have been saying all kinds of names about Edge, about Orton, since he attacked Edge. But now, all of a sudden, everybody's clapping, cheering, and even chanting RKO. Make up your damn mind! Are you going to cheer him, or are you going to boo him? So Randy explained why he did it. Because he wants Edge to be a family man. He doesn't want him to be a wrestler. He wants him to stay home and continue to be a father. Which I agree with Randy. That's what Edge should be doing. Not bothering with a 3-year contract and coming back, wasting his time, possibly getting injured, and forcing himself into retirement again. So Beth gets angry. Well, actually, she was crying. She was mostly crying while Randy was ranting at her. But then, she gets angry. Slaps Orton in the face. Orton throws the mic down. Beth kicks it. Beth kicks Orton, and then Orton delivers the RKO. Predictable. So goddamn predictable. Show started off with Drew McIntyre confronting Brock Lesnar. Drew McIntyre delivered not 1, not 2, but 3 claymores to Brock Lesnar. Okay, cool. At least Drew McIntyre is over. I just hope that we have no more part-time champions. Just sick of it, man. I'm just sick of it. I guarantee you WWE I guarantee you WWE will go back to Brock Lesnar as their champion when Drew McIntyre fails. Because I'm telling you, people may be cheering Drew now, but he will end up like Seth Rollins. I've been saying this for weeks. Drew McIntyre will end up like Seth Rollins and fans will turn on him. Street Profits versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy in a now or never match. What? A now or never match? I don't get it. I don't get the stipulation of now or never. Well, I kind of understood what it meant. It was like it's either Street Profits win it now or they will never get another opportunity at the titles again. Which kind of ruined the outcome. It was a great tag match and all, and I know I made a tweet saying if you complain about the outcome, since people love the Street Profits. I know I said you have no passion as a wrestling fan if you were not happy about the Street Profits becoming the tag team champions. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see the Street Profits become the tag team champions. But honestly, I still have to stick to that. If they didn't make this stipulation, if they didn't include the now or never, this match would have been completely unpredictable if the now or never wasn't implemented into the match. So they kind of spoiled it. Other than that, that's all my little small complaints about it. But overall, I'm glad to see the Street Profits, become the champions. So, and I had a feeling that Rollins and Murphy were going to lose them at some point. No reason for them to be champions heading into WrestleMania, because clearly it was going to be all about Owens and Rollins. Clearly it's been all about Rollins and Owens for the last several months. So it made sense for them to lose. So congratulations to Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford on becoming the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Apparently Bianca Belair was backstage on Monday Night Raw. People were thinking she was going to have a segment with Charlotte. No Charlotte! No Charlotte on Raw. That's a first. First time ever, no Charlotte Flair on WWE television. the 24/7 champion, or as I'm going to be calling this title, the Jobberweight Championship. The Jobberweight champion, Riddick Moss, takes on Ricochet. My God, poor Ricochet. Poor old Ricochet, man. Goodness, I feel so bad for poor Ricochet. I'm not going to use that term buried, because he's not. He's not buried. Because it's a stupid term to throw around. He's a great talent. He's a great talent in the ring, absolutely. But is he buried? Absolutely not. I just feel bad for poor old Ricochet that he had to lose to the Jobberweight champion. Disgraceful, WWE. Absolutely disgraceful. So we have Aleister Black. He was going to take on AJ Styles. But AJ Styles makes Aleister Black face Carl Anderson. He beats Carl Anderson. AJ Styles then makes Aleister Black take on Luke Gallows. Aleister Black beats Luke Gallows by disqualification. But then, Aleister was so drained and so tired, he found it pretty difficult for him to fight back. But he continued to fight no matter what. But in the end, it wasn't enough. Phenomenal forearm for the 1, 2, 3. And Aleister Black's first defeat on the main roster. I guess Aleister Black's buried, because everybody thinks if you lose one match, you're instantly buried. So I guess Aleister Black is instantly buried because he lost to AJ Styles. By the way, people are now claiming AJ Styles is buried. AJ Styles, a former TNA heavyweight champion, a former New Japan heavyweight champion, and a former 3-time United States champion, and a former 2-time WWE champion, buried? AJ Styles is not buried. Give me a break. See, this is why I hate the term buried. This is why I hate hearing people throw that word around. They throw that word around to talent that are not buried. If you want to use the word buried, use it on EC3. Use it on Eric Young. Use it on Heath Slater. Those are the best examples of a talent that's buried. Those are the right people to use it on. Not saying Asuka is buried, or AJ Styles is buried, or Aleister Black, or Ricochet. Using it on someone who's on TV every week, it's a poor excuse. You're not getting your point across. By the way, can I mention something about the term buried real quick here before I move on to Liv Morgan versus Ruby Riott? I want to bring up something here. Why the hell does everybody use the term buried in WWE, but I never hear it anywhere else? I never hear it in AEW. I never hear it in Ring of Honor. I never hear it in Impact. I never hear it in New Japan or any other wrestling promotion. Why do people throw the term buried around, but they don't use it in other wrestling promotions? They don't say an AEW wrestler is buried, or an Impact wrestler is buried, or a New Japan wrestler is buried, or a Ring of Honor wrestler is buried. How come you only use it when it comes to WWE talent? Give me a break. End the term buried. I'm so damn sick of that word. So damn sick of it. Anyway, moving on. Let's move on to the best things about WWE, women's wrestling. Liv Morgan takes on Ruby Riott here. Ruby Riott loses her first match back. Sarah Logan was the referee. It was a fast count. And because Ruby Riott accidentally knocked in to Sarah Logan. So Sarah Logan does a fast count on Ruby, giving Liv Morgan the win. Ruby Riott was frustrated. So Liv Morgan kicked Ruby in the face, but then Sarah knees Liv Morgan in the face, ending Riot Squad completely. Well, Riot Squad was already dead anyway, but I guess they were cementing it as finally completely dead. Eric Rowan reveals what's inside the cage, and it was a giant spider. It was a tarantula. Those types of spiders. Well, it took them long enough. It took them long enough to reveal what was inside that cage. I think Eric Rowan's been using this gimmick since he arrived on Raw in October. So, this has been going on for about 3 months. Well, actually 4 months since we're in March. So, this whole thing of what's inside Eric Rowan's cage lasted for 4 months. So, it took WWE 4 months to have Eric Rowan reveal what was inside that cage. Okay, then. Oh, man, I love women's wrestling. But when this woman is in the ring, God, it's just awful. Shayna Baszler, God, this woman is just awful! Oh my God, this woman is terrible! I do not understand why people like this woman. How can I listen to people tell me that Shayna Baszler is a threat? I hear people saying Shayna Baszler should be the one to dethrone Becky. Not after this piece of shit performance! This piece of shit performance that Shayna Baszler gave out today clearly shows that she shouldn't be the one to beat Becky. And I don't want to hear it from any Shayna Baszler fans. She is awful. I don't know how you people find this girl good. She's trash. She was meant to face Asuka, but Asuka broke her wrist or strained her wrist to cause Kairi Sane to take her place. Poor Kairi Sane had to carry Shayna Baszler throughout this entire match. Awful. Shayna Baszler is awful. And guess what? She got boring chance. Shayna Baszler got boring chance. Can I give you any more proof how terrible this woman is? And no, they were not chanting boring at Kairi Sane. They were chanting it at Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler was getting the boring chants. Shayna Baszler should not win the Elimination Chamber. I hope Vince McMahon heard that chant backstage. I hope he hears it. I hope he hears the "this is boring" chants, or boring, to Shayna Baszler. I hope he heard those chants and he's like, well, let's scrap Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler from WrestleMania since people think Shayna Baszler is boring. Who shall we put Becky Lynch up against? Give me Becky Lynch versus Asuka 3. Give me Becky Lynch versus Asuka 3 and you have Asuka defeat Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. I would rather that over Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler is trash. 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 Awful. Shayna Baszler won. Of course she did. It was her debut. Tapped out Kairi. Awful. Terrible, terrible wrestler. God, I cannot wait for people to shit on her title reign. If they're going to put the title on Shayna Baszler, I cannot wait for people to shit on her title reign. She is awful. Absolutely awful. Rey Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo versus... Oh, God, the same thing every single week. I am tired of this Battle of the Mexican garbage. Honestly, I am. I'm sick of this Battle of the Mexican garbage. Humberto Carrillo pins Andrade. So Andrade comes back from his 30-day suspension and he's pinned already. I guess that's his punishment. I guess that's his punishment. But whatever. God, I'm so tired of this Battle of the Mexicans shit. They're probably gonna continue it all the way to WrestleMania. And the main event was Randy Orton. I already told you about that. So there you have it, guys. That was your Monday Night Raw review. Honestly, the best thing about the show was Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. As much as I love women's wrestling, and Kairi Sane, she did her best to carry Shayna Baszler. And Becky Lynch, She looked ridiculous in the outfit she was wearing. But as I say every week, women's wrestling is always the best thing about these shows. But overall, Raw was actually not all that bad. The crowd was into the whole show. The crowd were active throughout the whole show. So, there you guys have it. Hit that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you all next time. See you guys then.